It's really noticeable. It's Spence Jr. in the driving seat, and there's a right hand, and these are worrying moments for Kelbrook and his team. Oh, big shots from Errol Spence Jr. Kelbrook hurt here, let's not forget, he's a big banger, a big puncher, Spence. It's around the last 40 seconds of the 9th round, and here comes Spence. And Kelbrook has got to hold on and use his experience, because he's in real bother now.
He is in real bother. Shoots some heavy shots there from Spence, who can see the damage he's doing. As Brook backs up here, he needs to hold. He needs to bell car, because this is a massive round for Errol Spence Jr., who's showing us his class and showing us his staying power. Brook raises his arm, but that was torrid and turbulent. Well, this is that championship round that we talked about, the last 4 rounds.
Right, be smart, right? This fight's not over, you listen to that. Deep breathe. Get your mind composed there. You've got 4 rounds. You understand? Right, he's throwing everything. Right, and there's nothing in them shots. They're all eating you when you're stood there. You've got to move, you've got to be smart and get behind his elbow. Stop it. And he gets paid, and you've got to work.
Just getting more animated in the corner, Dominic Ingle. It's not panic stations, is it?
Well, Dominic Ingle knows how close this fight is. He knows that Kelbrook was successful early on, and this is his time, it's his title, it's his hometown, so anything close will go his way. But Spencer here really starting to pull away, and there's signs of desperation from Brook at the end of that round.
And a move behind us has got level. Paulie Malignaggi has got Errol Spence now in the lead, and I think for the first time in the fight. 9 minutes to go. Is there a change in the guard, or will Kelbrook manage to see out these 9 minutes and retain his IBF title? It has gone deep, but Errol Spence Jr. is the one who's had much more success in the last few minutes. And Kelbrook's hurt here, and he's down in the 10th round, and it's so early. And it was an accumulation, and that eye is terrible as well for Kelbrook. Is he running on empty now?
Unfortunately for Kelbrook, this is desperate time. He's badly injured now with that eye, and here comes Spence again.
Errol Spence Jr. on the verge of the coronation. Kelbrook tottering all over the ring. He's going to be taken out here. The championship is about to change hands, surely.
Kelbrook needs to hold.
He comes back bravely, Brook. Howard Foster was so close there. He's looking up, back comes Kelbrook, showing championship heart and a real grit.
Brook's not going to give it up that easy, but he's on the back foot, taking some heavy blows. He's literally on the fringe of being stopped and managing somehow to stay in this fight. We know that Errol Spence is a big puncher, and he's landing
Body shots, Spence down to the head. Brook so brave, trying desperately with his home crowd. A minute 15 left in this 10th round. It's been a nightmare for Kelbrook, but he tries to turn Errol Spence and hang on.
What a man Kelbrook is, what a fighter. He's not going to give up. This is unbelievable because he's been hit hard with some heavy shots. Spence is almost puts him on that. And amazingly, here comes Kelbrook still defining the pace. And uppercut from Brook, and a right hand. Unbelievable!
Errol Spence Jr., who was looking tired at the end of it.
It was. I mean, Kell Brook, he got the knockdown, so he got a score at 10-8 against Brook, but it was Spencer who was looking, waiting for that bell to ring, unbelievably. I mean, what I saw there from Brook, he was badly hurt on the end of big shots here on his back foot, as we're seeing the replays for this round, and Kell Brook here pushing it back and coming back into the round and finishing strong.
Break his arm now, listen to that. We got to do with him. He's not going to walk in here and do you in for the drink, right? Compose yourself and get them shots accurate because they're training him every time you're pinging. Right? Believe in yourself. Sugar Ray Robinson, Jake LaMotta.
Sugar Ray Robinson, Jake LaMotta are cheering in the corner. They're saying break his heart. Does he need a knockout, Kell Brook? In the 11th round, 6 to go. The Americans have Spence 3 up. You've now got Spence up for the first time in the fight. He might need to stop him if he's going to keep his title here, Kell Brook. But Errol Spence Jr. coming so close to halting the fight in the 10th.
I think that minute rest will do Spencer more good than it will do Kell Brook, unfortunately, because he's the younger man, the fresher man, and that could be the difference here. Kell Brook badly injured around the face, around the heart, but look at him, he means business. He just wants to get straight back in there and start landing them shots.
This is brilliant from Errol Spence Jr. Absolutely fantastic 4 or 5 rounds he's had. Real skillful sharpshooter who's proving very much his worth on this stage. But a wonderful shot from Kell Brook. Almost unhinges Spence, who comes back again.
Awkward left looking uppercut from Brook. Snaps the head back of Errol Spence. Got back behind his boxing now, Brook, but he doesn't want to be on the end of them punches.
Oh, he's blinking again badly. Kell Brook, the eye's giving him real trouble, the other one.
Obscuring his vision, making him feel uncomfortable. And here comes Spencer after that minute rest.
Yeah, the confidence back.
Good shot there from Spencer. Brook looking troubled here on the road.
Holding on again, Kell Brook.
Yeah, he's hurt. That eye's playing in trouble.
The eye against Golovkin, the eye against Errol Spence, but he's gone down on one knee. He can hardly see out of it. And he showed so much valiance, but can he get up and continue? I think he's going to sit it out. It is all over, and Errol Spence Jr. from the Lone Star State is a new star of world boxing. Congratulations, as the American becomes a world champion and makes it 22 weeks on the spin. He was brilliant in the last few rounds. He showed so much guts as well at times. Super skills, but how much courage did Kell Brook show in that 10th round as well? Errol Spence Jr. wins a great fight. And your heart goes out to Kell Brook. Played with the eye again for the 2nd time in a row, but really you've got to take your hat off to the Texan for the way he went about that job and grew in confidence.
You do have to take your heads off to Errol Spence, because he was under fire for a few rounds. He was on his back foot. Brook was using his strength and looked like weight advantage. But then he got injured, Brook. I don't think that he quit there on his knee. I mean, he was waiting for the count and he wasn't sure where the referee was.
He's looking at Eddie Hearn and his dad, Terry. I don't think he can see properly out of that left eye.
He didn't quite know where he was there, Adam, at the end there.
I think he said afterwards in the Golovkin fight, he was seeing 5 of him, he couldn't carry on, and Dominic Ingle put the towel in, but it was obvious that something was really amiss when he went down there, because he showed in the round before that he's not quit.
Such a shame, because he came back after the knockdown, he came back in that round. And then he could have had his success, but that eye really did plague him. You could see him blinking, holding his eye. He took a knee because he couldn't see him coming. Here we see him now on the replay, blinking as he's backed up here.
It was an assault again from Errol Spence. I was really impressed with the way he kept himself together, the American. Really confident and compact. And even in times of trouble, It was a mature performance that, beyond his years, from Errol Spence Jr. And he was up on the cards by 5, by 3 and by 1. Kell Brook had his moments, but the momentum had gone with the American.
It's hard, and we spoke about it on the build-up. How will it be down the finishing line? The last 4, 3 and 2 rounds, as he went into the 11th day where it was stopped. We always was worried about Kell Brook finish. We didn't think the injury would plague him, and he did fight back after he was on the end of some big shots. I mean, what a magnanimous loss that was from Kell Brook. You've got to give him a massive amount of credit. He deserves it all, but Errol Spence really is a quality operator, and he'll go on for me, I think, to dominate this division.
Absolutely a real find in American boxing, Errol Spence Jr. We've watched his progression with interest. Now he graduates away from home on the biggest of stages. What fights lay out there for him, and what bravery and effort from Sheffield's Kell Brook to give us another fight to remember.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Howard Foster has to call an end to the contest. He reached the count of 10. It's a knockout victory at 1 minute, 47 seconds, round number 11. The winner and new IBF welterweight champion of the world, still undefeated, Errol the Truth Spence Jr.
Unbeaten, and a big smile from the cool cat and his American clan, who've been a pleasure to have around, and we can't wait to see his progress. And he's with him.
Errol, congratulations, your graduation night. You've come to Kell's home country, to his hometown. You're champion of the world. Break the fight down for us.
I came out the first round trying to force my jab. I was overshooting it, and he was countering me with it. And you know, I think the layoff kind of had me kind of shaking there. You know, not want to lay off, but you know, he's a tricky fighter. He's awkward. He's very strong, and he can punch. But you know, I proved it today that I have a chin and I have true grit.
Did you live up to your hype and reputation today, and were there any doubts at all coming in?
There was no doubts at all. You know, I kind of give myself a B-. I don't think I, you know, did too good. I think I was a little bit off on my offense and my defense. But you know, I give Kell all the credit. You know, I get these fans here, they're beautiful fans, they're hardcore fans. You know, they came out here to support their hometown champion.
Is it that little bit more special that you've had to come here to do it, to the UK to do it, to leave the States?
Definitely, this is a legacy defining fight. That's what true champions do. You know, you go anywhere to fight. You know, he came to America and took the title, so I came over here to take the title from him. But he's a true champion. I wanted to fight the champion, and Kell Brook gave me the opportunity, and I thank him for that.
You and your team would have had a game plan and tactics. Did the fight pan out how you thought it would?
It didn't pan out exactly how I thought it would. I thought I'd be a little bit sharper. But, you know, I didn't feel that sharp tonight. But, you know, that's what true champions do. They push it out, and, you know, they show true grit like I did.
What about round 10? You had him down and you had him hurt, but he pushed you all the way. Was that one of the best rounds of your career?
Definitely, that was one of the best rounds. He showed he's a true champion, just like he did with Golovkin. He was hurt. You know, he was tired. He was fatigued. You know, he pushed it out. He came back firing shots. I came back firing shots. And that was an awesome 10th round.
Do you believe this is the start of a long reign at the top of the welterweight division?
Definitely. The goal is to unify the titles. You know, I want to fight Keith Thurman next. You know, Manny Pacquiao next. I want to fight the champions, unify the division, become the undisputed welterweight champion of the world.
Well done tonight. Enjoy all of the celebrations. You're champion of the world.
Thank you.
Let's have a word with Kell Brook. Kell. Commiserations. What went wrong tonight?
Tonight we were a very tough fight. You know, I'd say Spencer's one of the best kids I've been in with, if not the best. I got caught in about the 7th round in the eye, and it felt like the same as the Golovkin one. Probably not as bad at that time, but it was getting hit on it over the rounds, and it was getting worse. And in the last round, it caught me in it, and it just stuck there, double vision, and I couldn't see out of the eye now. I couldn't see, so I had to stop.
How did you feel the fight was going up until that point?
I thought it was a very competitive fight. You know, maybe he won a few rounds, I won a few rounds. It was very competitive. I felt I were in the fight, but you know, I looked to fight on him another day. I'm gutted in front of my own fans here in Steel City, Sheffield, that I've lost my belt. Devastated.
What about what you two have managed to achieve tonight by putting 30,000 in this stadium? It would have been easy for you to vacate this title and move up in weight.
I'm just saying, when I was walking out there, the tunnel, and I was looking up and I was seeing everybody. I've never even seen that before, even when football's playing all over on the pitch and all over the stadium. Remaining to see. I'm so proud of myself that I brought this to Sheffield, and Sheffield went the United together, and tonight we're about Sheffield.
What happened at the end of the fight with the count? Did you miss the count, or was the eye just too bad to go on?
You know, I got caught and I got hurt when I got put down and got a count. You know, but I got back up and fought on. I'm a warrior. I would have got through the fight, but when you can't see, there's nothing you can do.
Will you chase a rematch, or does the future for you live up in weight?
I'll have to talk to Eddie. You know, I'll fight anyone, absolutely anyone, wherever. You know, the money is wherever what the fans want me to want me to have. That's what I'll do.
Could you make welterweight again?
Yeah, I could.
You got a final message for everyone that came out? I know you're disappointed.
I'm sorry for everyone who come out, you know, but I'm happy that we've made a great night for Sheffield tonight. You know, we've brought a lot of revenue into Sheffield, you know, and I'm happy that I've generated that and I've done that. It's been fantastic, the build-up, the hot weather, the weigh-in, the press conference, the fight. I just hope that everyone's had a good night.
A mightily courageous performance, yet ultimately heartbreak for Kell Brook. Later emerged had suffered a eye socket, the same injury that called time on his challenge to Golovkin last year. Errol Spence Jr., however, had announced his arrival on the world scene in style. After the break, time for the chief support from the Sheffield card. A world title challenge for London's George Groves. And would it be fourth time lucky?
Boxing on Sky Sports, sponsored by Voltron, the Joy Movement.
Bin your gun when you're done and avoid a €150 fine.
Get Sky TV and Sky Fibre for €59 a month, because life's better when you get together. Keep the little messers out of trouble. Go on an adventure through the jungle. Go! Shout for your county until your voice is gone. Roar on the lions. Roar! Or get ready for edge of your seat drama with Sky Atlantic. Relax, it's only an old dog. All on Sky Q, the next generation box. So get Sky TV and Sky Fibre for €59 a month. Search Sky 59. Hurry, offer ends 15th of June. Sky, the even better.
Trying to do too many things at the same time just doesn't work very well. That's why Trivago focuses on comparing hotels and works very hard to find your ideal hotel for the best price. Hotel Trivago.
Sam's is a fourth generation run. Sit down, relax, have a beer. What's said in the barber chair stays in the barber chair. A good barber knows when to talk. A better barber knows when to shut up.
Double hop for more taste and more character. Hop House 13.
The mummy has returned.
You wish to see what I have seen. You will when I kill you.
So old school. Alright, welcome.
After the last downpour, we did lose a significant number of spectators, but still good atmosphere out here. Let's see how this unfolds now.
In the first half of the game, and then I thought what really set up the victory today was Ball and Wood with the new ball, because I thought they were outstanding the first 10 overs. Potentially had a difficult period written all over it for England, because Guptill averages 70 against them with a strike rate of 98 or something. Very good player down the ground. Ball, who's relatively inexperienced in one-day international terms, he's only played 11 matches and has gone for more than 80 in 3 of those games. So I thought the way he started, I was pleased to see him get man of the match, because I thought he deserved it, and I thought him and Mark Wood were great with a new ball.
So England become the first seed to qualify for the Champions Trophy semi-finals, and they've done so with a game to spare. And the next game in Group A sees New Zealand take on Bangladesh in Cardiff. Australia face England on Saturday. Live coverage of the Champions Trophy continues tomorrow with the focus on Group B as Pakistan take on South Africa. Live coverage from Edgbaston gets underway from 1 in the afternoon on Sky Sports 2.
Manchester United have been named the world's most valuable club by American business magazine Forbes. United have been valued at £2.86 billion. Jose Mourinho's first season in charge saw them win 2 major trophies, first the League Cup and then the Europa League, which secured them Champions League football next season. It's the first time in 5 years that United have topped the list. 3 other clubs are valued at more than £2 billion, Barcelona, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. 6 Premier League teams are in the top 10, with Manchester City, Arsenal, Chelsea and Liverpool all worth over £1 billion. Tottenham are just behind them in 10th spot.
Big transfer news this evening. Romelu Lukaku says he's reached an agreement with another Premier League club. He hasn't named them, but says they will play in the Champions League.
Well, the Everton striker has been linked with Chelsea, Manchester United and Bayern Munich after rejecting a new contract offer at Goodison.
Romelu Lukaku has the air of a man who's happy and relaxed. That's because he is. His future is sorted. Things are at a delicate stage and it's hard to say too much. But with Lukaku, a straight question gets a straight answer. First, this.
Have you got any news about your future?
My agent knows what's going to happen. I know what I want to do. Whenever something happens, you guys will know.
Then 12 hours later, even more information. An agreement has been reached.
Your agent knows, and you know, and the announcement will come when it comes. Can you tell us when that will be? Do you think there's a time scale on it?
I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, at the minute, my agent knows what's going to happen, and I know as well. But I'm staying calm in it, and we have an agreement with the club as well. So we just stay calm in every type of situation. But at least we have a direction where we want to go.
He says the club is in the Premier League and the Champions League, and it's his ambition to win both. After Belgium's World Cup qualifier on Friday, Lukaku has some time off, but he sees the summer as a time to keep working, to improve, to prepare. No sun, sea, sangria for him.
I'm just going to rest for a few days and then prepare myself for next season. I really want to put the time in my holiday to get ready for next season. That's really the main goal. I want to take everything to another level, so I'm really going to work out in the weeks in the holiday so I can be better than I was this year.
The season ended with Lukaku winning Everton's Player of the Year and telling the awards ceremony that he's hard to manage, a comment he wants to clarify.
Not hard to manage. I mean, sometimes in training I moan a lot when the rules get changed and stuff like that. That's what I meant by it. But hard to manage, I'm not. I think I never had a problem in any course that I had. I think I'm a really good professional on and off the pitch. I'll do whatever it takes to win and to be on the pitch to train and to improve myself. So, I mean, too hard to manage. It's just like sometimes when the rules get shifty in training, always, then that's when I lose my mind a bit.
So, more a perfectionist than hard to manage, determined to improve, honest, popular with the fans, and a sprinkling of goals. And no wonder Lukaku is a player in demand. Gary Cottrell, Sky Sports.
The Premier League has tonight asked Liverpool for further information after Southampton reported the club over an alleged illegal approach for their captain, Virgil van Dijk. We told you yesterday Van Dijk was keen on a move to Anfield and has met with Jurgen Klopp in recent days, but we understand Southampton do not want to sell the defender and have had no contact with Liverpool.
Also with Southampton and Manchester City have moved a significant step closer to signing Ryan Bertrand after Monaco valued Benjamin Mendy at £40 million. Sports News HQ understands that Bertrand and Kyle Walker could both be Manchester City players in less than a fortnight.
Arsenal have completed the signing of Sead Kolasinac on a 5-year contract. The 23-year-old Bosnian international defender will join the club on July the 1st. on a free transfer from German side Schalke.
It feels really good, and I'm pleased to be here. I'm happy to have signed at Arsenal for 5 years. I'm really pleased.
What was it about Arsenal that attracted you so much? Why do you want to be an Arsenal player?
Arsenal has a huge tradition, and I followed the club as a young boy. In the days of Jens Lehmann and Thierry Henry, Arsenal has always been a club that is well recognised in Europe, and I'm pleased to be here.
Damals die Zeiten mit Jens Lehmann damals und mit Thierry Henry natürlich sehr verfolgt.
Roma midfielder Ryder Nainggolan won't be drawn on speculation linking him with a move to Manchester United this summer. We reported last month that United were interested in the Belgian, who was a target for Chelsea last summer.
When you play football, you have to take choices, and my choice was last year to stay, and I was just joking that he was maybe still a little bit mad at me.
And this year, next year?
We'll see. I told you I'll just go on vacation and we'll talk about it.
One last question there. We reported on our channel a few weeks ago that Manchester United had shown an interest in you. Is that true?
It can be true, it can be not true. It's something that you have to know.
It looks like Wojciech Szczesny could be staying at Roma. Roma's president claims the goalkeeper, who's on loan from Arsenal, would rather extend his stay in Rome than move to Juventus. Newcastle are close to signing Tammy Abraham from Chelsea on a season-long loan. The England under-21 striker scored 26 goals while on loan at Bristol City last season. We expect a deal to be completed in the next few days. Pedro Caixinha has made his third signing of the summer. Benfica forward Dalcio has arrived from Benfica on a season-long loan deal. A warning, some flash photography coming up. Dalcio, who flew into Glasgow on Sunday night, can play in a variety of attacking positions and has represented Portugal at under-19 and under-20 level. He spent the majority of last season with Benfica's B team. And Norwich have agreed the loan signing of goalkeeper Angus Gunn from Manchester City. Gunn will join on a season-long loan from July the 1st, the son of former Norwich goalkeeper Brian, who was previously with the Norwich Academy.
We're counting down to Game 2 of the Lions tour against the Blues tomorrow morning. The build-up has been dominated by claims Warren Gatland's team can only play one way, the so-called Warren Ball style. His attack coach, Rob Howley, disagrees and says he doesn't even understand the term.
I don't know what Warren Ball means. I haven't got a clue. And that's all I can say, having been part, and this is my third tour as coach, and under Sir Ian McGeechan in 2009, and in 13, and currently now. I'm not too sure what Warren Ball means. So I don't know if we played that over the last couple of years, I'm not too sure.
So Howley keen to dismiss the term Warren Ball, but he was certainly trying to promote his own new phrase. Have a listen to how many times he talked about rugby chaos.
The one thing which I think the players really enjoyed is calling rugby chaos, 15 against 15. It's very unstructured. Obviously, we're all aware of the pace of the game in the Southern Hemisphere, and it's really important that we get up to speed as quickly as possible. They're the elements which we need to improve on. And then we'll only improve on them by, as I said, in that rugby chaos 15 on 15, we're working on elements in training, hence coming back to the 15 against 15, so putting our players under that chaos. And, we're trying to get up to speed with those pitches as quickly as possible, hence the rugby chaos. And, players thoroughly enjoying it because the rugby chaos doesn't go on for too long. That's how majority of international sides play, is from chaos.
So Howley talking about creating chaos in training to get the players ready for anything the Blues throw at them. Prop Dan Cole agrees it's important to be able to adapt and play a variety of different ways. So that means attacking as well as the...
As the Lions are going to raise their arms to try and charge it down. It's clever play. He's got himself an extra 10 metres and they're nearly up to the halfway line.
Goal points. Obviously got to defend as well. But... there's many ways of doing that, and physicality is being one, and yes, it gets you in the game. So you ideally start there, but it's not. Teams are smart. New Zealand are smart. They know how to counteract just playing physical. They play against the Springboks franchises regularly. They play against Springboks regularly. The physical side in the world. They've got a good record against them. So you can't just be one. You can't just have one way of playing against these guys.
And we'll see how the Lions decide to play soon enough. Game 2 nearly upon us. And it's live on Sky Sports 1 tomorrow morning from 8 a.m. Kickoff is at 8:35.
And we'll be continuing our build-up to the Lions' second match on Good Morning Sports Sounds from 6 a.m. We'll also be live at Royal Birkdale, the venue for this year's Open Championship.
Now, the weather has played havoc with the schedule at the French Open today, meaning all 4 men's quarterfinals will now take place tomorrow. Andy Murray's match against Kei Nishikori will now follow Rafa Nadal against Pablo Carreño Busta and Caroline Garcia.
With hosts England showing their massed synchronisation outside the world-famous Liver building. In the nearby Echo Arena, the home team are looking strong in sparring, with Laura Orgill sweeping the opposition aside to advance to the final. Her Russian opponent offers her few opportunities in that final, though. Anna Tishenko controlling and winning the clash, leaving Orgill with silver. In the under 50...
Lose your head. I was like, Kim? No, when they said it was you, like, no, sure.
Yeah, I was like, is there another Kim? Like,
no, there's never another Kim. I ended up with Chloe in the end. I already know her briefly. She slept with one of my best mates. He probably wouldn't care. Like, I know it weren't anything serious. She's a pretty girl at the end of the day. You can see she's pretty. You can tell she...
Evening, Anna. I'd like a room, please. In the nearest decent hotel? Book hotels on the road in the new Opel Crossland X thanks to Opel OnStar, your 24/7 personal assistant with Wi-Fi hotspot and automatic crash response. The Crossland X at Opel dealerships nationwide. It's a good life.
Justin Bieber, The Purpose World Tour. RDS Dublin, June 21st. Justin Bieber. Special guest, Halsey. Get tickets now. There's more at JustinBieberMusic.com.
At Super Value, we believe in value with our amazing steak and wine sale. Save 33% on fresh Irish strip loin steak. Save 33% on succulent fillet steak. And save 33% on juicy sirloin steak. Plus, buy any 6 bottles of wine and save €10. Super Value. We believe in values.
what do you look for in a partner? Someone who I can trust. Who has your back and who'd go the extra mile for you. Respect is really important to me. Someone who's there, no matter what. Someone caring. Someone you click with.
It's forwomen.ie, the online car insurance partner for over 130,000 women in Ireland. Visit us for a quote and find your perfect partner.
Welcome back. Members of the Independent Alliance are to seek further free votes on issues that are not in the programme for government and which are not covered by their cabinet responsibilities. Arriving this evening at government buildings for talks with the new Fine Gael leader Leo Varadkar, Minister Shane Ross said they had found it a sore point over the past year.
Any issues which are not in the programme for government and which have not been binding under cabinet responsibility should be free votes.
And for more on this, we're joined by our political correspondent Martina Fitzgerald. The minister saying preliminary talks tonight. Is Mr Varadkar likely to give in to them?
Well, it's certainly going to be interesting to see what reception this proposal gets. Now, from the Independent Alliance's perspective, back in the programme for government negotiations, they had argued for free votes on the basis they're not a political party, they have different views on different issues, they are not whipped. However, one of the first challenges facing this minority government last year was the Independent Alliance insistence and securing of a free vote in relation to a motion on abortion. And at that time, a certain minister, yes, Leo Varadkar, said they had destabilised the government. And there is an argument that they could become now the target of numerous opposition motions on issues outside the programme for government, and that could cause instability. There's also a potential second difference between Mr Varadkar and the Independent Alliance. They stated very clearly this evening that they are sticking by the programme for government pledge to phase out the USC. During the Fine Gael contest, Mr Varadkar pointed out that he wanted to merge the USC and PRSI. And by the way, the Independent Alliance have other issues. They want the programme for government accelerated, And they also want legislation introduced and passed by the summer recess. So it's no wonder that Shane Ross is describing this evening's meeting, which is continuing, as preliminary. And that's before Leo Varadkar turns his attention tomorrow to Fianna Fáil leader Micheál Martin, to the two other independent ministers, Denis Loughlin and Catherine Spone, and of course to the independent backbencher Michael Harty, who has no formal agreement with the government, but who usually votes with them.
Okay, Martina Fitzgerald, thank you for that. More than 120,000 students will begin their state examinations tomorrow. First up, English Paper 1, and for one Wicklow family, it's a particularly big day.
A scene most familiar these days in thousands of teenage homes throughout the country, but spare a thought for the Mescal households. Here, not one, not two, but 3 Leaving Certificate students, all under the same roof. It's nothing new for the Mescal triplets, just another landmark event that they will share.
Who's studying the most?
FIFA, 100%.
Definitely. I don't think they know we're doing the Leaving Cert. Like,
it hasn't hit me. It hasn't hit me.
No.
Is there competition over who's going to do better?
Yeah, see, me and Kieran will be competitive with sports and everything. Me and Kieran are just competitive people, so we all get around the same results.
We get around the same marks, so like we'd be competitive over the percentages around.
The triplets' mother is taking it all in her stride. Her advice, stay calm and keep baking.
I really think that the most important thing is that Sean and Kieran and Aoife they're happy and well adjusted, and you know that's much more important than, you know, they're not going to be looking for 600 points, but you know, it's the Leaving Cert is just an exam, and there are so many, you know, there's so much else that's important.
So how prepared do the triplets feel?
It's the closer you get, the more you realise it's just an exam.
The Leaving Cert exams begin at 9:30 tomorrow morning with English Paper 1. Emma O'Kelly, RTE News, Blessington.
Voters in Northern Ireland go to the polls again on Thursday. The 2 main unionist parties, the DUP and the UUP, won 10 of Northern Ireland's Westminster seats in the last UK general election. Tonight we look at the contest within unionism.
The estate is in Kesh, the County Fermanagh village near the Donegal border. Tom Elliott is canvassing the father of international soccer player Kyle Lafferty. Elliott, the sitting MP for Fermanagh South Tyrone, is under severe pressure from Sinn Féin's Michelle Gildernew. 5 candidates are contesting the seat, but it's going to boil down to a straight orange-green match. The Ulster Unionists versus Sinn Féin.
It's not Bobby Sands' seat, not Michelle Gildernew's seat. It's not Tom Elliott's seat, it's the people's seat, and I want to represent them.
The DUP have left the Ulster Unionists a free run in Fermanagh South Tyrone, but they're hunting down the UUP's only other seat. In South Antrim, the DUP's Paul Girvan is hoping to oust Danny Kinahan.
We'll be wanting to hold what we have and possibly increase that. So that's what we're looking to try and do. We're working very hard. We're absolutely nothing for granted.
The DUP hold 8 of Northern Ireland's 18 Westminster seats. Several of their outgoing MPs, like Ian Paisley Jr. and Jeffrey Donaldson, will waltz home. In East Belfast, Gavin Robinson is facing a strong challenge from the Alliance Party leader Naomi Long. In North Belfast, Nigel Dodds is under pressure from Sinn Féin's John Finucane. But there's that potential gain from Danny Kinahan of the UUP in South Antrim. And Emma Little-Pengelly is trying to squeeze out the SDLP's Alistair MacDonald in South Belfast. Tommy Gorman, RTE News, Belfast.
One of the best-loved Irish paintings in the National Gallery of Ireland will soon be back on permanent display following an extensive period of conservation. The Marriage of Strongbow and Aoife will be available to view from next week.
She was the daughter of MacMurrough, King of Leinster. He was leader of the Normans. Their marriage, after the conquest of Waterford, was an event of historical significance, establishing the Normans in Ireland. The Marriage of Strongbow and Aoife by Daniel MacLeese is one of the most loved paintings in the National Gallery. Conserving this national treasure was challenging in terms of scale and complexity.
This project has seen the collaboration of about 30 colleagues from many countries in Europe and US and Canada, as well as obviously conservation team in the gallery.
Conservation and research took 37 months to complete. It was one of 10 international art projects funded by Bank of America Merrill Lynch.
Now it looks much better, much sharper. You can see the palette that Macalise used at that time. Macalise was a very experienced painter, but very open to experimenting in new techniques.
The conservation of the painting coincides with the refurbishment of the gallery. The Marriage of Strongbow and Aoife will be available to view from the 15th of June, when the refurbished historic wings reopen to the public. Petula Martin, RTE News.
In sports news, Dublin footballer Diarmuid Connolly is facing a 12-week suspension, which could rule him out of action until late August. The ban has been proposed by the GAA's Central Competitions Control Committee. It follows an altercation between Connolly and a linesman during Dublin's win over Carlow on Saturday. Connolly has 3 days to either accept the ban or challenge it. Finally tonight, George Clooney and his wife Amal are celebrating the birth of twins. The Hollywood star married the international human rights lawyer in 2014, and today Amal gave birth to a baby girl called Ella and a boy called Alexander. A spokesperson for Clooney said the actor was sedated and should recover in a few days. And the main news again this evening. A senior Muslim cleric has described Ireland as a safe haven for Islamist terrorist sympathisers. 2 arrests were made today as Gardaí investigated one of the London attackers, Rashid Redouane, who spent time in Dublin. The Taoiseach has said that authorities here have enough resources to deal with terrorism threats, despite Garda claims that they were under-resourced and under-trained. And that's Tuesday's 9 o'clock news. Prime time is next, but for the moment from the newsroom, a very good evening.
This summer, prepare for a thick, luxurious front sweeping over the country.
Well, it's been a nice, fine, bright end to the day for the Main after what has been a rather cool, blustery and showery day. Now, things will continue to settle down through tonight with fairly dry, bright, calm weather to begin the day tomorrow, Wednesday. But do make the most of it, as this next area of low pressure is going to throw in some fairly wet weather to all areas later. Now, Thursday the temperatures should improve, mild, close to temperatures in the mid to high teens, but the rain that does occur there on Thursday likely to be quite thundery. Now, we're looking at similar temperatures for Friday. Actually, it's looking like quite a promising day. That rain is likely to hold off until after dark now at this stage. And our weekend weather at the moment looking fairly mixed, but actually it does look like the temperatures could well improve. So back to tonight under clearing skies and slackening winds. It is going to turn quite cool. Air temperatures tonight down to maybe 6 or 7 degrees at their lowest. Some showers in over the north initially, but overall it is looking like a dry picture through tonight. Of course, that's ahead of tomorrow's rain, which will gradually make inroads through the afternoon and early evening. So as I said, the best of the day to begin, at which point there will be some pleasant spells of hazy sunshine with the clouds thickening all the way while with that rain arriving into the west and southwest and gradually becoming more extensive through the afternoon and evening hours, at which point there will be some heavy falls of rain locally. Now, temperatures tomorrow still rather disappointing for the time of year, just 14 to 17 degrees. The winds, though, should be calmer in comparison to today's, but they will freshen a small bit with the arrival of tomorrow's rain. Now, a quick look at Thursday's weather. It's going to be mild and close. The temperatures should improve into the high teens locally, but some heavy thundery falls of rain around. Friday, though, looks more promising at this stage. That's the forecast. Good evening.
This summer, prepare for a thick, luxurious front sweeping over the country.
On tonight's primetime, do we have the capacity to foil Islamist terrorism and to stop it using Ireland as a backdoor to Europe?
He got his papers here, and those papers enabled him to travel in Europe and to live
in the UK.
Also tonight is the approval of vital new drugs that could transform patients' lives being delayed unnecessarily. That's prime time after the break.
Still thinking new for 172? Well, better think fast, because you've only got until June 30th. Choose from 5 years free service, scrappage up to €4,000, or free car insurance across the entire Hyundai range. Thinking new for 172? Think fast. Offers must end June 30th. The all-new Hyundai i30.
Good. Express yourself. Express yourself.
Danone Light and Free. 0% fat, 0% added sugar, 100% delicious. Now available in lemon.
Dulux Easy Care with stain repellent technology. Take the stress out of space. Picture your Easy Care color before you paint it. Dulux Visualizer. Download the free app today.
There's a way of life here that lasts way beyond any visit. Where catching up means slowing down. Where living on the edge puts you at ease. Where you're always on course to try something new. And fun distractions get your undivided attention. Let go and embrace the wild Atlantic way of life.
And go. Head up. Again. Drive. Attack it. Good.
Is it just raw pace that gets him there?
It's more than that. You can see he's got his head up and how game aware he is.
Your future is right ahead of you. Don't look back and regret. That's all I can say to you.
There's a goal, JJ. Told you, that's how to get goals over the last 10 years.
If you want to achieve in your sport, there's nothing wrong with obsessing over that. What will make the difference in today's game? The difference between winning and losing is how you look at the game.
Leia Healthcare's innovative Care on Call app includes GP Live, giving our members access to face-to-face video consultations with Irish registered GPs 7 days a week for advice, diagnosis and prescriptions. And Care on Call also gives our members unlimited phone access to GPs, physios and nurses. Call us now on 1890 700 890 or visit leiahealthcare.ie. Leia Healthcare, looking after you always.
Welcome to all those seeking a bit more elbow room, a place with a spare room, a practice room, a man cave, a castle, a home. Welcome you, him, her, yes, even you, sir. We've got a Great Value award-winning mortgage and a dedicated team to help you along the way. Great Value mortgages from KBC, just for you, from the bank of you.
They have the Spanish garlic. I take one of each. I take 2 of those now.
There's packets of that in the cupboard.
I don't think I have, but anyway, I'll go along with you.
Sure you have.
Love those.
You got a gallon of that last week.
I didn't. I only got one.
You got a gallon.
I didn't, Adrian.
You got the big one. You got the big one.
I get one, so.
One is enough.
Adrian and Mary switched to Lidl and saved over €75. How much will you save?
Gentlemen, we can't help you lose that spare tyre, and it won't help you catch that bus. New Invincible Sport from Men Expert will give you more power in your shower and keep your underarms in check. Invincible, even if you're not. New Invincible from L'Oreal Men Expert.
It's the Love Monday mornings jackpot.
You got no idea how to shut up. No, the jackpot is €2.5 million. Time to play.
President Kennedy was shot today.
Don't let it be forgotten that once there was a spot, the one brief shining moment that was known as Camelot.
The Kennedys After Camelot starts Friday at 9:35 on RTE1.
The hospital is in lockdown and Edwards is presumed dead in the season finale of Grey's Anatomy, soon on RTE2.
Here on One, Danny joins forces with the KGB in Blue Bloods at 10:15. But first we join Miriam O'Callaghan and David McCullough for prime time.
250 cost me 550. 560, I get cameras there, nothing new to do. Seriously. Where'd you give her 250? Fuck's sake, man. What the drink I could have got out of that. Yeah, anyway, Mr. Smith. Pleased to meet you. 250. Say. 560. 460. You got a second hand, didn't you? I don't even know if this microphone is working on this thing. Anyways. I look like Doc out of Back to the Future. Where are my space boots? Yeah. Can't get that fucking music off, it's doing me head in. Really? It's early EAs to never say that. What's out now at the minute? It's like a new handheld system. Like the Nintendo Game Boy. Yeah, the Game Boy is very good actually. Yeah, looking forward to the wireless one. Yeah, there's too many wires in this thing. Totally agree. Oops. Get some rain me drink. Anyway, lads, out now. Can't turn this foxy music off. E3 next week, it is indeed, yeah. Looking forward to that. Turn this music off. Need to talk to my PlayStation friends. This shit's not working out. Sign in the PSN, yeah, I forgot my password. My brain's a fucking mule. So maybe we should just do my ID. I love lace. They're a great team. Liverpool supporter, by the way. Love Leeds. Not like this. That's the charger. Just not doing that for extra effect. Ugh. $250, jeez, you're done well. Does anybody got a clue? I don't even know you can hear me. How bad is that shit? Is those microphones still working? Can you hear me? I look like a Russian upside down.
Mom,
What?
my sugars are 17.9.
Yeah, they're high.
Hmm.
She take the rest of her tablets.
Just a blood pressure, and she took all her diabetic ones. Just a blood pressure one and a small one, that's it.
Okay. Now, are you going to leave me alone tonight?
Yeah, sorry.
There's not much I can do.
No, I'm just telling you, she's just feeling a bit. I had to give her a glass of Liverpool. Well, I'm doing your job, like, and I don't even get paid.
Either do I.
What do you mean you don't?
Come on, go away.
Fuck off, Robert.
Go away. You walked up here.
Tell me what I want.
Yeah, grand.
No, I won't tell you any more then.
I don't want to know. Told you what to do. Go away. Die. Fuck you now. E3 is not going to be big this week. Can't see anything spectacular coming out. It's all about being promotions about this fucking headband. Sony's point of view. Maybe Xbox will do something. Nintendo have to promote the Switch a bit more. So, we'll see. Nintendo are always good at doing E3 anyway, so see what happens. Anybody going over? We're just saying pour the can and get us. Don't tell anybody any different. The fucking music go off. Boom, boom. Right, Liam, let's see if I can find anybody else. Thanks for joining, David. Oh. Is the Sunderland FC? Oh, Liverpool supporter. No, come on. Anyway, Dave, and my first commenter. Who was? Anyways. Bye.